Glory to Jesus Christ. Use the night to regain the rhythm of life. If you are willing to reflect on the meaning of night, you will also discover the infinite providence of the Creator. Night restores the tired body and relaxes limbs, which are tense through the effort of the day. By means of rest, night helps them to regain their rhythm. And not only that, night sets you free from sorrow and relieves your worries. It often reduces fever by making sleep a cure and by changing itself into a doctor's assistant. That is the importance of night. It is so great that often, if you cannot benefit from your rest, you will not have the strength to face a new day. At night, as in a time of truce, the exhausted soul and the worn-out body regain their energy and are prepared to take up their daily activity again. On the other hand, if we prolong the day into night by staying awake to work or even to do nothing, we are condemning ourselves to being useless, because gradually our strength is wasted. John Chrysostom on Providence. My dear online parishioners, today's words of St. John Chrysostom are very wise, and they give us a bit of a very practical advice. In our modern day, sleep deprivation is one of the major causes of health issues in developed countries like America, like the United States, Canada, most of Europe, and in the rest of the developed world. We seem to have forgotten the natural rhythms of life and have brought in our own rhythms into human existence. And not always those rhythms coincide with the rhythms that our body wishes to follow. And that is very damaging. You can look up information on internet or get information from books and journals how bad the sleep deprivation affects not only a human being in his daily life and his or her activities, but it has huge effect on societies. But that apart, another point that we can meditate upon today is our natural rhythms of our spiritual life. And there are two main parts of our life that are complementary. They complement each other and they complete each other. And I'm talking about our entire human existence. Well, the first part is our life in this world, while the second part is the life after death. When we think of spiritual health, we always have to look at the entire cycle of our existence, and don't concentrate only on today's problems or today's spiritual situation. Just as in medicine, to really heal a person, you cannot concentrate only on this particular illness. If there are other conditions, a good doctor has to see the entire situation to be able to really heal the person. Or otherwise, he'll be healing something in this part of the body, but forsaking something in a different part. And once he's done here, he'll have to move elsewhere and heal something else and work on something else. The same goes about our spiritual health. We have to really understand it as an entire process. A process that starts from our creation and goes into eternity. And how our life in this world is a preparation for another spiritual life in another world, in another realm, with a different body, with a different reality. But there are things that are linking us with that future self that we will be after death. And in some ways it has to do with, it is similar to what we have between our physical body that is resting during the night to be prepared to fight a battle of life during the day. We are made as a complete human being by God in an arc of creation. We are intended to be eternal. We are intended to be happy, to be complete. In this life, we are struggling to achieve this through our spiritual effort. The spiritual effort is not fighting our daily battles with our sins, or at least this is not it. This is not all of it. It is not only fighting our battles with political situations in our countries, trying to bring a more just political system and social systems in our countries. Our spiritual lives are a preparation for an eternity of happiness, for an eternity of political rightness, for an eternity of life with God. If we forsake that view, the distant view of where we are going, just like the night, if it is not a process of preparation for the next day, it is wasted. This life is a process of preparation for next life. Let's not waste that time, but live our spiritual lives in preparation for an eternity of happiness, of greatness, of knowledge of God, and of what would really be interesting, of knowledge of ourselves. Glory to Jesus.